I think self-love sounds simple, but in reality it's not. Because most of us since childhood we have been taught how to be there for other people, but not how to be there for ourselves. So we start depending upon how people treat us, and how they treat us really makes us decide how we will treat ourselves. If people are not treating us well, we also start treating ourselves not so well. But why is that so? Over time, we become very critical about how we are to ourselves. Even our thoughts, our own personal thoughts towards ourselves, is not very kind. I have realized that self-love is not something that just appears, but it's something that you have to build with a lot of patience, with a lot of care, and a lot of self-acceptance and self-improvement. And that self-improvement, the key to self-improvement is taking care of yourself and loving yourself and accepting yourself just the way you are.
What is missing often feels louder than what is present. Your attention goes to what is missing, not what is present. You overthink to not think at all. You feel numb. You feel overwhelmed. You measure yourself more by mistakes than by growth. So even progress can feel like not enough. Number 2, you learn how to see yourself through others. Certain words and tones settle in over time, past experiences. Repetition makes them familiar. Familiarity can feel like truth. Number 3, you learned that love has to be earned. You might have learned that love comes when you behave a certain way. So you become a people pleaser, but started to hate yourself for it. So now you feel like you have to get it right to be worthy. And when you don't, you withdraw love from yourself.
The fourth point is unstable forms of love. So what is this unstable forms of love and when do you attract it? You attract toxic relationship when you're vulnerable, when you're not in love with yourself. The amount of disrespect you have dared just to be loved. And you thought that person is going to change, you think things are going to get better. But no, people are who they are. People does not change so often. And why do you want to change somebody when you can just get somebody who is good for you from the very beginning? Isn't it? So when you are vulnerable, you attract people who will not be very kind to you. Effort, you give a lot of effort thinking that if I love a little bit more, if I try a little bit more, things will change. Overthinking at emotional heights feel familiar. Calm and steady feels unfamiliar, sometimes even empty. So you can't really understand what is healthy love, including love from yourself. The fifth point, you have abandoned yourself at times. You have ignored what you felt. You have stayed when you were not respected. You have chosen others over yourself. And that has affected how you trust yourself. If you abandon yourself in order to keep someone else, in the long run, you're not going to believe in your decisions. You're not going to believe in yourself, and you will think that you're incapable of making good decisions. But even if that might have been true in the past, don't let your past relationships or your past self hold you back from the beautiful future that you can have. Number 6. There is still hurt I have not fully processed. Not everything has been understood or released, not because you're weak, but because there is still pain inside of you.
So how it begins to shift from self-hatred to self-love is not an easy shift, right? It's two drastic polar opposites of emotions. So say to yourself, I begin with quiet respect, not forced love. I don't need to feel deeply right away, but I need to respect myself. I have to respect my existence enough to be kind towards myself. I have to respect myself enough to do the daily essentials, to take care of myself. When you don't love yourself, you're not even going to take care of your basic needs. So start with basic needs. Start with taking care of yourself. That's number 1. So number 1 is I begin with quiet respect, not forced love. Number 2, I pay attention to how I speak to myself. When you don't love yourself, your thoughts about yourself is usually negative. You say negative things about yourself, you feel negative things about yourself, but feelings are not facts. Okay? So you have to notice what you are thinking, and you have to say to yourself, whatever I'm thinking is coming from a place of hurt or is coming from past experiences, and it's not the ultimate truth, and it's not always accurate. So see and check the flow of your thoughts and just correct it right away. If you have a thought, I am ugly, then right away say, no, I am not. If you have an automatic negative thought saying that I will never measure up, then say to yourself, well, I'm not being kind to myself right now. I have to be kind to myself. So take small steps. The third point is response with balance. So what do I mean by response with balance? Response with balance basically means that don't be overly critical about your life, overly critical about yourself, but don't even be artificially positive. Just have a healthy, steady, stable, and a grounded relationship with yourself. Number 4. The fourth point is consistency carries more weight than intensity. So this point, has the base of all the first 3 points. The first point is I begin with quiet respect, not forced love. The second point is I pay attention to how I speak to myself. And the third point is respond with balance. And the fourth point is consistency carries more weight than intensity. Small actions, repetitions begin to rebuild something stable. So you have to be consistently kind to yourself. Consistently, you have to take care of yourself. Consistently, you have to be truthful to yourself. And that consistency builds trust. So the fifth point is very important. The fifth point is allow boundaries to exist. It's important to have healthy boundaries. To say no. Learn how to say no. Stepping back when something feels off. Letting discomfort exist without abandoning yourself. Number 6 point is reduce validation seeking. Notice people-pleasing habits that you have within yourself. You have to break that cycle of always pleasing people and always doing things which will make other people comfortable but not really make yourself comfortable. So you have to break that pattern of always pleasing others, and you have to give yourself that priority to feel better as well. Stop over-explaining or seeking approval constantly from others. Learn to sit with not being liked. Not everyone will like you, and that's completely okay. So don't live or don't strive on what other people says to you, or don't strive on validation. Number 7 point is actions can come before feelings. Movement towards self-respect does not require readiness. Readiness often follows. Learn to say no
even when your voice shakes. Number 8 point, which is the last point, is give space to what you have been holding. So what do I mean by give space to what you have been holding? Do not rush understanding. Give yourself that time to understand yourself. Don't be like, I have to understand right now. I have to find all the answers of my past, all the reasons why I'm having anxiety right now today itself. That will create more anxiety in you. So you have to let things settle instead of pushing them away. Okay? So hi guys, I just want to conclude by reading a paragraph which I wrote, and it says, the love that was searching for in others and given so freely without holding back can begin to come home now. Softly, quietly, without needing to prove anything. Not all at once, not perfectly, just in small, tender ways, in choosing gentleness where there was once harshness, in offering understanding where there was doubt, in staying close instead of pulling away. The same softness, the same depth, the same care that was poured into others can slowly be held within too, until it no longer feels unfamiliar, but feels like a quiet return to where it was always meant to be. You are the love of your life. You are the leader of your life. It all begins with you. Start loving yourself, because loving yourself never hurts.